Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Glowing Citrine. Today I'm going to show you how to transfer an image using the grid method. So all you need is paper, ruler, pencil, an image on paper that you can actually draw it on. I have some mine in black and white so I can see the colour values better for when I am going to actually put colour onto it. And I have the colour version on a phone because I haven't got a decent printer yet. A printer colour picture, so I'll leave that there for now because I'm not doing any colour yet. So all you need to do is get your reference picture and then you need to draw a grid. So I don't need the full image, so I've just chosen to draw a grid on the image that I actually want. So my grid is 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. I work in centimeters. And then all your boxes inside have to be identical. They have to be an identical size for you to transfer it over properly. So you can transfer over the image at the same scale if you want, which will be really easy. My boxes are 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters. So if I was to transfer over this at the same scale, I'd just on my paper draw a grid, but make sure you do it lightly. And I do a 15 centimeter box with 3 centimeter boxes inside, but I want to upscale it slightly. So I'm going to upscale it, and I am going to do it. So what's that? 15. How big's my paper? You just got to work it out and see which is going to work best. How many boxes inside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I up that by a centimeter each, 15, so that'll be 4. There's 5, so that'll be 20. Yeah, I'm going to do it 20 by 20. I think. Let's move this back out again. So now I'm going to draw a grid on my paper, and I'm going to scale it up by a fifth, I think it is. So where my original grid is 15 by 15, the grid on the paper is going to be 20 by 20. My original boxes inside are 3 by 3. I'm going to do them 4 by 4 on here, and then I'll time lapse it now and show you what to do next. Right, so what I've done here is I've marked up my centimetres. I've done 4, 8, 12, 16, and I've done the same on the bottom. So that's just to make sure that I get nice straight lines. So I've just done a little mark there and a little mark there so that I can line the ruler up, and then I know I'm going to have nice identical size boxes. So I'm going to do that the same going the other way as well. So I'm doing exactly the same for this bit. So because I'm only upscaling it slightly, my boxes only need to be slightly bigger. If you were going to, for instance, double in size, where my original boxes are 3 by 3, you'd do them 6 by 6, and that's going to double it in size. Right, so that is my grid drawn out now. So you can see I've only done it very faintly. So now what we need to do is transfer this image onto this grid. So the reason why we've done the small cube grids is because sometimes if you're not comfortable doing a picture, which I've never done dogs before, so that's why I've chosen to do the grid method. You don't have to concentrate on the whole thing. All you have to do is just take one box and just concentrate on that box and draw that box in the same place on the grid. So all you really have to concentrate on are the shapes in that box, nothing else. And then you move along to the next one. And it just breaks it down, and it makes it so much more easier for you to deal with, especially if you're not used to doing certain things before. So that's why I've given it a go with the dogs. So let's get drawing and see how we get on. Right, so I'm going to start on the top line. So the top box, I need it empty. I haven't got any dog. I'm not doing the background, I'm just concentrating on the figures of the dogs. So I need to, what you do is you look, you can see that it starts just in. Yeah. So you need to do roughly the same on your drawing. the dog fur that I'm going to struggle with the most, so I'm just doing a faint outline just so that I can get a shape for me to work with, and I'll deal with the fur when I get painting. So this is just going to be a really rough sketch just of the outline. So I'm working on the next box. That's all I need in that box because it's just the shape and it's just a little bit of fur. So my next box, I know that I only have to do a line and it slightly swoops down and comes back up again. So you're just looking at shapes. That's all you're doing, is looking at shapes and breaking them down. It's the easiest way to draw, it's the easiest way to break anything down. So I know that this line stoops down slightly and then comes back up there. And there's that line. So that's that box done. Don't have to do anything else with that box. In this box, it's just, oh, you can't even see, sorry. In this box, it's just that bit there that I'm going to be doing. So let's do that. So I know that it doesn't come out quite a lot into the box, it's only a little bit into the box. There we go. So the next box, oh, and then the last box on the top line is empty. So I'm gonna go for the next line down now. Let me just check my reference picture in colour. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So on this one, we're looking at more of the face. Let me see. So we're going to be working on this box here now. For that. There we go. So I've made it so you can see what I'm looking at as I'm drawing. So we're starting here, and we know that it comes down and flicks out a little and comes back in again. So it's going to come down, flick out a little, and it's going to come back in again. It's okay if you make mistakes as well, you know, you can always make them better. You can see a bit of a shadow line here, so that's going to be the face. This is the ear that I've just done now, so we need to just get that face in. And we know that it comes in a bit. And in the actual box, it's just over halfway. So we need to be there. We need to bring that in. And then we've got an eye in this one as well. So the eye is, there's centre, it's just off centre, and there's my centre, it's just off centre. So we just want to get a rough sketch of the eye in, and then there's some dark. That's just getting a rough sketch of the eye. And then you're getting a slight shape of the nose coming in here. And then you've also got some of the shadowing of the nose in this box as well. So we're just going to get that shadowing in there. So that's that box roughly done. And then we're going to work onto the other one. We've got more shadowing from the nose. Not much, just a little bit. And then another eye. So the other eye, so there's centre. So the eye is just under centre again. Centre. So looking at this picture, I know the eye is in line with centre. So we're just doing rough shapes, we're not doing anything special at the moment, so get a couple bits of shading just so we can work around it. A rough shape of where the eye is. So there's the rest of the nose, and then we know we've got some of this going on. So, and the rest of the face is here. Starts here, and that leads up to there, to about there. Goes in slightly, I'm not even going to try and draw any fur or anything yet. So that is pretty much that box done. So we're going to move on to the next one. This one here, which has got the main bulk of this dog and the rest of the ear. So we know that ear comes down, don't we? That ear comes down to about there. And looking at that. And that's all pretty fairy, fluffy bits there, so you don't want to do too much of a line. That's all fairy there. So now we know that these eyes are on this line. This one is quite close to there, so let's just bring it in a little. There we go. So there's the eye done. And this one is on the line as well. So I tend not to draw any sort of real life. I'm no good at realism. I've never really tackled it before because it's completely out of your comfort zone. So this is a really challenging piece for me to do. So I've kind of been procrastinating because I know it's going to be a challenge. But I've got to do it. See, looking at that, it's nothing. But when you put it all together, hopefully it's gonna work. Sorry, I've been having issues with my camera, it keeps on stopping. So I'm just going to put this on a time lapse now because you pretty much get the gist of what you've got to do and how you can carry on finishing the image off using this method. Let me know in the comments below as well if you ever tried this before and how it worked out for you, whether it worked well, it didn't work well, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. I'd love to hear all your experiences using this method. Right, so my rough sketch is now done. I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. It's not my best work. I just don't know. I'm no good at realism, so I'm just hoping when I start adding some colour to it, I can start defining the areas better with some colour. I'm using watercolor as well, which I've never used before, so I'm completely out of my comfort zone here. But this is an important piece because it's for a friend whose these are her two dogs and they've both passed away within 3 months of each other, so I need to try and do it justice. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. So wish me luck and I hope you enjoy. This is yeah, I'm gonna have a play about with some watercolours now and see what I can do. So I'll do that on the next video. This one was just showing you how to do a grid drawing. Hope it helped. It's helped me to make sure I've got everything to scale. So I know nothing's out of proportion, everything is definitely in proportion. It's just down to my own skill now and whether or not I can pull it off with adding the colour. So I'll do a close up and yeah, hopefully it helped. So this is the close up. As I say, it's not my best work, but I'm hoping I can rectify it. And hopefully looking at this you can see that not all artists just grab a piece of paper and just create something spectacular. We do have our own issues when doing any sort of piece, so this is where I'm up to now. The next video I'll show you adding colour. So this is the close-up. As I say, it's not my best work, but I'm hoping I can rectify it. And hopefully looking at this you can see that not all artists just grab a piece of paper and just create something spectacular. We do have our own issues when doing any sort of piece, so this is where I'm up to now. The next video I'll show you adding colour. So the last thing you want to do now is just rub out these lines, just get them gone. So that's why you only draw them slightly to begin with, just so that they're nice and easy to rub out. So all the lines are rubbed out now, so it's just ready to add some colour. So that's all for today, and I'll show you colour on the next video. So until then, I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone for watching. Thanks for all the support I've received of everyone, it really means a lot. And if you like what you're seeing, then subscribe and leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Take care, bye.